Hey gardeners, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, if you read the title, you're already aware that this is a reptile room tour video. I'm so excited for this video because the last time I did it was in May and I have made a ton of changes since then, including downsizing animals and upgrading enclosures. So I just feel very content where all of my animals are at right now with their setups. So I'm really excited to show you guys how everyone is doing and all of the changes that I've made. When it came to downsizing, I downsized a lot of my geckos because I decided not to breed anymore. I also found a new home for my White's tree frog. So I just feel really happy and content with the number of animals that I have and all of their upgrades. So I'm not going to waste too much time because I know you guys want to see my animals. I'm sorry that my last few videos have not been reptile related, so hopefully this will make up for that. And I hope that you guys enjoy the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's get into it. So this is my living room. I actually don't fit all of my animals in my reptile room, so I have two animals in here. So over here is Janemba, my pixie frog's enclosure. I just set this up recently and it's working really great for him. He absolutely loves it. Right now he's actually burrowed in his dirt. There he is. He's just chilling. So yeah, this enclosure is working out so well. He goes in the water all the time now and it's great. He absolutely loves it. He utilizes every single component of this tank. And it's also very easy for him to access the burrowing area and the water and do whatever he wants, which was a huge problem before. So he just seems way happier in this setup, and I'm glad I finally upgraded him. The water is definitely getting dirty though. This filter is the worst filter of all time. It's just what I had available, so it's what I'm using, but I definitely need to do another water change soon because pixie frogs are dirty frogs, but he absolutely loves it in here, and I love how this one turned out, so yay for Janemba. And then right across over here is my enclosure for my leopard gecko Kiwi, and we can't leave out this amazing tapestry because it's the coolest thing ever. But Kiwi's enclosure is, I'm not even sure, I think it's like a 25 gallon. I really don't know. It's like a really weird size and there's not that much floor space. So eventually I would like to upgrade this enclosure. He does have a humid hide on the left, he has a water bowl, he has a warm hide on the right with a heating pad. So this is his setup. It works perfectly for now. I'm sure I might upgrade if I can find a better tank with more floor space, but for now it's suitable for him and he has enough space, so he's a happy guy. And this is my leopard gecko Kiwi. I believe Kiwi is actually a female, which is weird because in my mind I just thought that Kiwi was a male this entire time. But Kiwi's done a lot of growing, got that chunky tail going. Everyone was worried about this little one when it was a baby because everyone thought Kiwi had a skinny tail and just wasn't healthy. But Kiwi was just a baby then, but Kiwi's very healthy now, and I love this little babe. Look at that cute little face. Just the cutest little baby ever. So yeah, that is Kiwi. And over here, another cool tapestry because I can't have enough of these. So this is my turtle tank. It's actually in the dining room, which yeah, that's normal. So clearly I need a house because I just have too many animals. Lulu is actually up here. She is a yellow belly slider. Let's see if we can get close. Hi, Lulu. Hey, cutie. So this is her basking area. It is enormous. She has a log up there and some cork bark as well. I don't like how it looks and I would like to add plants, but I can't add them because this girl right here likes to eat them all. So, and here's Bubba, my painted turtle, saying hello. She is like the most personable turtle of all time. Always wants her food. And this whole tank, I believe, is a 75 gallon tank. So it's massive. It's a lot of work to clean. I just cleaned it out last week and it was a full body workout and I'm still sore from it. So yeah, but it looks beautiful. My turtles absolutely love it. There's so much space in here for them to swim and bask and do whatever they want to do. So they are just living up the turtle life and I'm jealous of them and I want to come back and be a turtle in my next life because they have the coolest life of all time. So yeah, that's Bubba. She was the very first reptile that I've ever had. I've had her for 10 years now and she's just the cutest thing ever. So this is my bedroom. I have this racking system over here. I have Dude, my bearded dragon in the middle section and Bloom, my corn snake, on the bottom. I don't have anything on the top. I used to have Ponyo, which is in this container right over here. I want to upgrade this because I hate the look of containers. I've been getting rid of all of them. They are suitable because they really hold in the humidity for the animals, but I just don't like viewing it. It's not very attractive. So I definitely want to do something else for Ponyo. That is what I'm going to be doing in the future. So this is Ponyo's setup right here. This is the container. I'm not sure exactly what size it is. I mean, it's definitely spacious for him, but I want to do something else in the future just because I like to view my animals and I don't find this appealing. It does the job for him, which is perfectly fine, but I just want to be able to see that cute face more and enjoy him more as well. So this is a setup for now. This is the one left that I really want to upgrade. I just emptied out his water bowl, by the way, so that's why that looks like that. But yeah, so he is definitely getting chunky. He's a happy little salamander, and we love this guy. He just has the derpiest face of all time. So yeah, that is Ponyo, my tiger salamander. This right here is Bloom's enclosure. He's my plasma corn snake. This is a 30-gallon bioactive enclosure for him. It's very spacious for him right now with the size that he is, but as he gets bigger, I'm definitely going to have to upgrade. But for now, he definitely utilizes all of this. Corn snakes are so active, so it's so important to give them a lot of space and opportunity to climb. So he has a cool hide right over here on the left. This is his water bowl. He's actually going underneath right now. His warm hide, I just slid the light over because it was really dark on that side and it was hard to see. But usually the light is more over here. This is his warm hide. And then he has another hide over here that's like in between the cool hide and the warm hide. So it's just another opportunity. He also has this little T-Rex skull that he can use if he wants to as well. And then I have a plant over here that's kind of sad and dying. So that's just our sad plant. But yeah, so he's just going underneath his hide right now. Goodbye, Bloom. So this is his full setup. So this is Bloom, my plasma corn snake. I've had him for like a year and a half now. He seemed like he was small for so long, so now he's finally growing. He's finally getting thick, so he's just beautiful. I always say that Bloom is now blooming, so yeah. That's Bloom. He's gorgeous and he is a complete sweetheart, and he's calmed down so much with handling now. He used to be a spaz, but now that he's getting chunky, he has definitely calmed down significantly. And then above Bloom is Dude over here. Hello, Dude. He probably wants to come out. So he is in a 40-gallon enclosure, and he has a salad over here. He has his little hammock in the back. He climbs over all of this stuff. Sometimes he sleeps over here. These are not real lavender plants for the people that ask. They are fake. I got them from Hobby Lobby. He likes to sleep in them. So yeah, that's pretty much his enclosure. He has tile on the ground, and then he has his UVB and his spot lamp. So yeah, he's a pretty happy guy. Please excuse all of this calcium that I have everywhere because that's what happens when you're keeping reptiles, and I still have to clean that up. And here is a close-up of Dude, my bearded dragon. He is actually 7 years old now. So he's getting up there. He's pretty old. He's definitely chunky. And everyone is always very curious about his big eyes. He just has big eyes. There's nothing wrong with him. He doesn't have MBD or anything. That's not even a side effect of MBD. So he just has big eyes. It gives him more character. So this is my little baby, and I love this guy so much. He's my child. I love Dude so much. So after seeing Dude and Bloom and this last enclosure in my bedroom, it's time to move into the reptile room. And also I have to show this cool poster because it has a ton of turtles on it and it's legit. So this is the reptile room that we are entering now. And I've made a lot of changes. So this is the first wall that you see when you walk into the reptile room. You kind of pass this as you're walking in. So I'm just going to run through. I have a lot of like storage and just junk up there and then like books and stuff. But on this wall at the very top, these containers right here are actually my baby crested geckos that I'm looking to sell. I don't ship, so if you're interested and you're in the Chicago area, hit me up or check out Curious Creatures because I sell my babies there as well. These are the last ones that I have, so I'm just going to show you guys them very quickly because I'm not going to be keeping these. I might be keeping one though. So moving down from my crested gecko babies, there is this huge enclosure right here. This is a 75-gallon enclosure. There's like a horrible glare right now, which is super annoying. But this enclosure is actually for Chaos, my ball python. I know people say ball pythons don't need a lot of space, but literally Chaos loves to explore, and he's like out and about just as much as my corn snake every night. So he definitely deserves the space and he utilizes it. So I say if you can go larger for a ball python, definitely do it, as long as you provide hides so that way they can feel safe and secure. So end of rant. That is my enclosure for Chaos, and I'm going to go ahead and take him out so you guys can get a better view of him. And here's Chaos. So he is a coral glow ball python, and he is a sweetheart. I've had him for a year now, so he's getting bigger. This guy is so difficult when it comes to feeding. He still only eats live. That's just all I can do for him. He does have a little bit of scarring on the top of his head, as you can see, because as I was setting up this new enclosure for him over here, I actually have to use egg crate for the lid, and there was a teeny little space at the top of that bamboo, and this guy was exploring over there and rubbed his face on the egg crate. So now all of that is taped up so he can't injure himself, and it is healing well. He just had a shed. The more sheds that he has, the more it will heal. So just gotta make sure it stays nice and clean and there's no risk for infection. He's getting a ton of spots on him, which is totally normal for this morph. Some people think that they're mites or something. They are not. That's just his morph. So yeah, he is just a little sweetheart. Again, I used to hate ball pythons. I thought they were like devils. I thought they were all mean because most of them always struck at me. But this guy is a complete sweetheart. I got him from Trademark Exotics. Check him out if you're interested in any high-end ball python morphs, because he has everything. And he's amazing, and I absolutely love this guy so much. So then moving down from Chaos, on the left is this enclosure right over here. This is a 20-gallon enclosure that belongs to Mango, my African fat-tailed gecko. So she has her warm hide on the left, and yes, there's poop. I still need to clean it. She has a water bowl in the front, and she has a cool-humid hide in the back. So I'm going to take her out so you guys can get an adorable view of her, because she's the cutest thing to exist. So this is Mango, my African fat-tailed gecko. She actually looks like she's going to be shedding soon. That light is like super harsh. She has like the chunkiest tail and the tiniest little feet. She's just the cutest gecko of all time. I absolutely love this gentle little sweetheart. I am just like so into African fat-tailed geckos. I don't think these guys get enough credit. African fat-tailed geckos are just like the sweetest, most gentle geckos. They're so easy to take care of, and they're so cool. I love these guys, especially Mango in particular, because like, look at that face. She just has the cutest face of all time. And then to the right of Mango is this enclosure right over here. Again, there's a horrible glare. There's not really much going on in this enclosure anyway. It's for Pumbaa, my Pac-Man frog. You can actually see him tucked in right over there. There he is. So I'll take him out so you guys can get a better view of him. He actually just moved to the front, so I don't even have to take him out, and if I can avoid having to handle him, I will, because you shouldn't really be handling frogs anyway. So he is a Pac-Man frog. I've had him for about a year and a half now. He's finally growing. He's getting much bigger. He's turning really brown now too as well. This is his enclosure, by the way. Not really much going on. All he does is burrow and eat, so that's pretty much his life. But he is just so hungry all the time. All he wants to do is eat. He's adorable. He's getting bigger, so very proud of this little guy. He's a little sweetheart, and we love Pumbaa. This is Banba's setup right over here. So he is in a Repti Breeze enclosure. It is a screen, very important for chameleons to have that full ventilation. Otherwise, they can get bacteria infections or respiratory infections. So he does have his UVB and heat bulb over here. I have a ton of crap over here, so just excuse that because I need to clean. I did add a lot of fake plants and foliage into this enclosure for him to fill it out, and he definitely hides in all of it. But most of the time, he's basically doing exactly what he's doing right now. He's basking, or he's just roaming around wide out in the open. He does have one live corn plant that is still alive, so I'm very happy about that. And yeah, that's pretty much his setup. I believe it's 4 feet tall, 2 feet wide and goes back 2 feet as well. So this right here is Banba, my veiled chameleon. I think he actually sees his reflection right now, so he's like moving his tail and sticking his little beard out, which is hilarious. You're so intimidating, Banba. My goodness. So yeah, he's very colorful right now because of that. He actually just shed last week, so he does have like a little bit of like crusty areas on him. He's a crusty old man, what can I say? So yeah, this is him. Love this little guy. He is pretty personable. He does enjoy coming out, unlike a lot of veiled chameleons. Most of them are very aggressive or defensive. He's not really like that. He does have his mood some days, but for the most part, he just likes to come out and he likes to eat, and he's just a pretty gentle old man, and he just enjoys what he enjoys, and he's being so weird right now. So that was the one side of my room. This is basically just the window portion. There's not really much going on besides Chacho, who's always by that window. I do have like little collector items. I love getting butterflies and moths, and this is actually, it's so bright. It's hard to see. There's a framed turtle over here. I just have like little things. I love collecting things. It's just what I do. These are the reptiles that my friend Reptile Smiles makes. Very, very cute. Little turtle, crocodile head, art from my friend Stacy. More art. This is the tattoo that I'm hopefully going to be getting finished in September. I still need to get it colored. And then I just have a huge collection of books up here. So I love my books. So research, kids, it's important. Right, Chacho? He's like so over this right now. So moving on over to this side of the room. I do have some enclosures up there. My crested and gargoyle gecko enclosures. That is a mouthful, my goodness. And then over here I have Metamora, another snake. So we're going to run through everything. I think I'm going to start from the bottom and go up. So from the bottom, right here, another just, you literally just see glare. You can't even see in the enclosure. This is my Brazilian rainbow boa enclosure. There's a little sticker. So this is for Bowie. This is a 4x2x1 PVC, perfect for locking in that humidity. And I'm going to go ahead and take her out for you guys because you literally can't see anything right now. So here is a better view of Bowie's enclosure. Right over here, this is the warm hide right up front. It's like so dark back there. There's like some vines in the back, some sticks to climb on. There's the water bowl, and then there's another hide over there that functions as the cool hide. And Bowie is on Eco Earth because it really retains that humidity well. So yeah, it's pretty basic, but it works well for her. And I'm gonna go ahead and take her out for you guys. So here's Bowie, my Brazilian rainbow boa. And she is like so big and hard to hold now. I'm gonna see if we can show off that rainbow. Yeah, she's popping. It's so hard to hold her now, and everyone keeps asking me how big she is, but honestly, I don't measure her because she's like always all over me climbing. Look at that rainbow though. She's just so stunning, but she's so big and she's so heavy now. It's literally a workout to hold this snake. So it's very hard to take selfies with her as well. I'm not flipping anyone off. I'm very sorry for this. This is Bowie's fault. So yeah, this is Bowie. She is going to be 3 in September, which is next month. So that's just crazy. She's getting old. She's getting big. She's very, very hungry all the time. She is a beauty. Absolutely love this snake. She's just amazing. She is the sweetest snake, but she's actually a little bit food aggressive now whenever I go into her enclosure. So I have to be a little careful with her because there's literally just a mouth shooting at me now. So that's new. So yeah, this is Bowie. She's amazing. And she is a Brazilian rainbow boa. So moving up from Bowie's enclosure, we have these two Exoterras over here. So I am going to start off with the one on the left. This belongs to Oakley, my crested gecko. And this is the inside of her enclosure. She has a lot of different things to hide in, but of course she always just hides in the paper towels on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and grab her for you guys. So this is Oakley, my female crested gecko. She has given me a lot of babies and I don't plan on breeding anymore. Sorry, she's like up my arm right now. Here she is. She is very chunky. She is the best one with handling, but she is the one gecko that has pooped on me the most compared to all of them. And look at that little innocent face. We know you're guilty. But I love her. She is probably my favorite crested gecko. I know that's so terrible to pick favorites, but I love this girl so much. And then right next to Oakley is another 18 by 18 by 24 enclosure that belongs to Metamora. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys Metamora and her enclosure. I did a video on this entire build. This is by far my favorite build I've ever made for any of my animals. It is a bioactive enclosure with a naturalistic background. It took so much work, but I absolutely just love it. And the plants have all stayed alive, which is amazing. So this is Metamora right here. She's actually sleeping right now for the day. So regarding this enclosure, I feel as if this enclosure is perfect for her size right now. However, at nighttime, she is all over this thing, and I feel as though when she gets bigger, she's absolutely going to need a larger enclosure. And I've done a lot of research, and it seems that more of the people that keep these snakes think that they actually deserve more horizontal space rather than vertical space. So I want to keep this height, but I'm probably going to get another Exoterra in the future that will have more horizontal space for her to move around when she gets bigger. But for now, this is working out fine for her, and she's getting way more green. I love this girl. She's amazing. And again, this setup is just like my favorite thing. I just love coming in here and staring at it because it is glorious. So this right here is Citrus's enclosure. This is a 12 by 12 by 18. Citrus is still a juvenile gargoyle gecko. So because he's still growing, it's why he's still in this enclosure. When he gets bigger, I will absolutely be upgrading him to an 18 by 18 by 24 like that one. But for now, he is in here, so I'm going to go ahead and take him out so you guys can get a better view of him. So this is Citrus right here. He has a ton of red on him. I never expected him to get so red, but he is absolutely stunning. He normally doesn't stay still, so I'm very happy right now because it is so hard holding a camera and him at the same time. He has those amazing blue eyes. That's like the reason why I fell in love with gargoyle geckos in the first place. He's definitely getting much bigger, so that upgrade will be coming soon because he is growing like a weed. He is the best eater. So yeah, this is Citrus. I absolutely love this guy. I know I'm saying that about every single animal, but how could you not love all of your animals? So there he goes. So Chip is probably, well not probably, like aside from my babies, he is my smallest crested gecko, which is why he's in a 12 by 12 by 18. I think that he does great in here, and I honestly don't know if I will be upgrading him ever to an 18 by 18 by 24 because he is full grown and he's just a small guy. So I'm going to go ahead and take him out and show you guys him because he is so cute. And this is Chip. So he's pretty small. He is missing a tail and he is full grown. I personally just feel like he's a pretty small crested gecko. He has amazing Dalmatian spots. He is the father of the babies that I have right now. So I absolutely love this guy. He's just super cute. So yeah, that is why he's in the 12 by 12 by 18 because it's very spacious for him and it just works out well. So I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll change it up and do a larger enclosure, but I feel like this would just be like way too big for him. And this 18 by 18 by 24 belongs to Sunny, my other gargoyle gecko. So I have no idea where she is right now. Actually, I just found her. She's tucked in over there and you guys can't see. So I'm going to go ahead and take her out so you guys can get a better view of her because she is amazing. She's so pretty. And this is Sunny. She's pooping all over me right now. So that's fantastic. But she looks cute while doing it. So whatever. She's actually fired up right now, which she doesn't do too often. Normally she's just bright white with orange blotches. But yeah, this is her. She is stunning and pooping all over me. So thank you very much, Sunny. So I'm going to go ahead and put her back in her enclosure because she's like really not enjoying being handled today. That's why she's pooping on me. All right, next to Sunny's enclosure is this enclosure right here. This is a 30-gallon enclosure on its side. And this is for my last crested gecko, Elfie. So I will go ahead and take her out, and shout out to Michelle because she gave me this enclosure and all the plants in it, so she's amazing. And again, I hate these little suction cup plants because they never stay where they're supposed to, so aesthetic. And this is the last gecko, Elfie. She is a female crested gecko. She is the mother to all of my Dalmatian babies. This girl is so sweet. I love her. She's so gentle. She is just so gentle. She has the prettiest eyes. So I love her. Gotta say I love her because I love every single one of them. So yeah, she's just so unique compared to the other crested geckos that I have. So we just looked at Elfie's enclosure up here. So we are moving down to this enclosure right over here. This actually belongs to Chacho, my Indonesian blue-tongued skink. And he is not awake right now, so I'm going to try to wake him up. He's not going to be happy about that, but I'm sure you guys want to see him. And he is not awake right now, so I'm going to try to wake him up. He's not going to be happy about that, but I'm sure you guys want to see him. So I had to wake him up, but here he is. There is Chacho, my Indonesian blue-tongued skink. He is adorable. He's growing so much lately, and I'm just so happy with this guy. Again, I can't handle him. He was wild caught, and he's gotten feistier with age. So the most interaction I have with him is just hand feeding, which I'm perfectly okay with because it's so entertaining feeding him, and he's just the cutest little thing ever. So this is Chacho, and this is his enclosure. I'm not sure exactly what size tank this is. It is a weird size tank. He does have a water bowl right over here. He has like little burrows and like a little system. Oh my god, the reflection is terrible. But he has cork bark everywhere in this enclosure. I'll lighten it up so you can see better. But he has a ton of cork bark, and he builds little tunnels and burrows all the time, and he climbs over everything, and he has a lot of foliage to hide in and feel safe in as well. So he's a very happy skink. I'm very happy with this guy. He is just such a cutie. Just look at that face. He's just a little babe. So yeah, that is Chacho, my Indonesian blue-tongued skink. And then moving down, there is this huge enclosure. This is a 4x2x2 enclosure for my boa constrictor, and I, to be honest, don't like this enclosure. This is a Zen Habitats enclosure, and in my opinion, this is definitely not going to be suitable for a boa constrictor when it's full grown. This space is fine. It's just a matter of this is not a very durable and stable setup. So I just want to get something more like PVC or something for when he gets bigger. It's fine for now because he is so small and he can't escape or anything. But in the future, I'm definitely going to have to upgrade. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a closer look at him and his setup. So he does have some plants over here to hide in. This is his cool hide, which I'm pretty sure that's where he is right now. He has a water bowl. He has this thing to climb on, and he has another hide over here that functions as his warm hide. So let's go ahead and take him out so you guys can see him. He actually is a little bit milky right now. He's going to be shedding. So, but he still looks pretty. He definitely, his eyes are going into blue right now. So yeah, this is Vendetta. He is just so stunning. I can't believe how much he has changed. I've had him for a year now. Like almost exactly a year. He's gotten so big. He was just a tiny little baby. Now he's getting so heavy and so strong. And now his eyes don't look like bug eyes anymore. So he's like growing into them. But he's getting a lot of orange on his tail. Again, it's like hard to tell right now because he is going into shed. But he gets a lot of orange blushing on his face with every shed as well. So he's a stunning snake. He really is. So, and he is a complete sweetheart as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put him back in his enclosure. Yeah, go on in, bud. I'm sorry I disturbed you. Everyone wants to see how you're doing. He's definitely getting so much bigger, but still has tons of growing to do. Still juvenile boa constrictor, but a stunning one at that.